The subject of this paper is the analytical ethnomusicological observation of different performances of two well-known folk songs, which were recorded on gramophone records by different discograph houses from a diachronic prism. This topic area in Serbian ethnomusicology were not in special research focus. The goal of research is the examination of possible changes in terms of musical elements on the example of two folk songs, both of them popular on this geographical area. Methodology of this study contents transcribing several different performances of the two folk songs. The analyzed performances came from various gramophone records from a different period and ensembles from the first decades of the 20th century, both records at 78 RPM, then performing by two old towns ensembles in 1976 and 1978 in the discography edition of Zagreb's Jugoton, and Belgrade's PGP RTB, and performances of the trumpet orchestras from Titovo Užice, recorded in 1979 by PGP RTB, and in 1984 by Discos from Aranđelovac. Aranđelovac is a town in central part of Serbia. Analysis of musical elements through diachronic prism contented transpositions of melody and rhythm, ornamentic and articulation, musical macroform, harmony level, and arrangement. The context of performances and recordings of gramophone records of different revolutions are similar in the case of both songs, Jedna, cura mala, or One Little Girl, and Kad sam bio mlađan lovac ja, or When I Was a Young Hunter, belong the corpus of old town songs. Their popularity lasts more than a century, and both of them performed in Serbia, especially in Vojvodina and Pannonian part of Croatia, on repertoires of tamburicas ensembles. On this and the next slide, you can see exact data in relation with the records of the mentioned folk songs. Okay. So in a relationship with the analysis on this slide, I presented transcriptions, and I will click on tracks, so you can follow in the same time the sound and scores images. You should follow melody, rhythm, ornamentic, articulation, and harmony level. Yes.
Jedna cura mala, poljubac mi dala, poljubac mi dala, pa se pokajala. Jedna cura mala, poljubac mi dala, poljubac mi dala, pa se pokajala. Hej, sve djevojke mene vole redom, a ja jadan uzićem za jedno. Dio život i imanje ode na šikovanje, opsa, uzićem za njome, opsa, uzićem za njom.
Jedna cura mala, poljubac mi dala, 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 pa se pokajala. Jedna cura mala, poljubac mi dala, 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 pa se pokajala. Hej, sve devojke ljube grle mene, a ja jadan pobjegao zbog žene. Ceo život i imanje daću za ašikovanje, opštaj curo garaba.
You could hear three variants of the first song, One Little Girl, or Jedna cura. The next folk song is When I Was a Young Hunter, and we can hear. Okay, next variant.
Kad sam bio mlađan lovac ja, jedna me je moma volela, divna moma beše mlađana, a što beše moja dragana. Divna kroja i premili stas, za lovca je to najveća strast. Šuma, puška i ljubavni plan, i još nešto što ja samo znam. Oh, kad crna kosa plava, u svetu joj nema para, kad pogleda sažeže, kao plamen, kao žar.
And the last. Okay. The next slide. On this slide, I presented the musical macroform schemas on the mentioned performances of two folk songs, together with types of ensembles and arrangements. Important note: A is strophe and B refrain. We can. Yes.
Jedna cura mala, poljubac mi dala, pa se pokajala. Jedna
The second one.
Jedna cura mala, poljubac mi dala, dala, pa se pokajala. Jedna cura mala, poljubac mi dala, dala, pa se pokajala. Sve devojke ljube grle mene, a ja da pobjegom zbog žene. Ceo život i imanje daću za ašikovanje. Opšaj, curo garava, opšaj, curo garava.
And the second song.
Mlađan lovac ja, jedna me je moma volela, divna moma beše mlađana, pa što beše moja dragana. Divna kroja i premili stas, za lovca je to najveća strast. Šuma, puška i ljubavni plan, i još nešto što ja samo znam. Oh, kad crna kosa plava, u svetu joj nema para, kad pogleda sažeže, kao plamen, kao žar.
And last one. On the end of this exposé, we can conclude the next things. The melodic rhythmic component was performed in more or less similar ways in both examples. The ornamentation didn't use, the articulation was dominantly sharp like staccato and portato, and in certain moments also legato. There were also differences at the level of musical macro form. The harmonic elements were performed in all performances of both of them examples on the same way, except of tonalities. The arrangement level depended of the performing apparatus and musical macro form, but definitely trumpet orchestras had the most complex arrangement, and the text of the first folk song differentiated more or less. And the end of my expose, I would love to perform the one of the two song on trumpet.
So which song are you going to play? Which one would you like to hear more?
It is right.